That way, I'm trying to adjust this and see how I can. Am I sideways? Now you straight up and down. Now you look good. Hey man, we're live and direct. We're excited, man, and so the only thing I haven't shared with folks is the power of social media. How we met. I was basically in this mindset where I wanted to connect as many people through social media who are entrepreneurs and just really give them a platform to share out with the world what they do, how they got into their entrepreneurial journey, and what services they can use. Because I'm a firm believer. I got it this morning, really excited about. In the first 2 hours, man, we have patronized three black businesses, and I was feeling good, man. Keeping that money bouncing in our community as long as I can. So, Detroit native, let me just ask you to share out a little bit of your story and maybe your entrepreneurial journey, and I can get into some specific questions I have for you. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm a Detroit native. Being up in Detroit, it can get a little rough at times. It's just, you know, just love we have that hustler mentality that, you kind of got to get it how it comes to you, and that's just kind of how I was raised, kind of like figured out, kind of gave me a chance to kind of tap into my experience because, you don't always have a take that, come in every week or every week. Sometimes you can make sacrifices and make different ranges and changes to adapt to circumstance, accommodate for different things that's going on in your life. So, well, with that, just having that background kind of helped me tap into entrepreneur, and I kind of started a while once I had before I even got into it, I'm an electrician by trade. That's what I kind of feel try to even jump into that state or into finance and um, it's good money, it's good things, but they have periods where you may have to make it laid off or something like that may happen. And yes, sir. At one point, and it was tough, trying to stay afloat. And I had to think, it's something that everybody can do, and I want to serve the people. I'm always about the people. I want to serve the people. I want to help the people. In what way can I serve and help the people? That's what kind of got me into my
I wanted to do is I wanted to change that. Change my environment. I want to change what others under me saw. I want to get in that cycle of that type of negativity.
Right.
And it wasn't a positive image of what I kind of did. I kind of wanted to change that image. I kind of strayed away from that. I did dive into it a little bit, but then I found out that that's not more of me. So what I did is I kind of had to find out another area, another way that I can tap into, still be positive and be also an impact that the young ones that growing up under me, they can recognize and see. That's kind of why I kind of look the way I went as far as towards entrepreneurship, trying to grow business. See that you don't have to be on the streets, you don't have to be an athlete, you don't have to be an entertainer to get to another.
All right, cool. Hey, so here's what I want to do, Jearrod. I'm gonna set up my second microphone right now. I'm just gonna put some background music on so that people, are still engaged. And I'm gonna be right back with that second microphone, and we're gonna continue the second half of the interview. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, when you're tired, you've got so much going on, and it's so busy, and there's so much to do. First, the reality is that you can make it without the things that are stressing you out. But you can't make it without Jesus. You gotta put Jesus first. Before your job, before your desires, before your dreams. When you wake up in the morning, when you're tired, you've got so much going on, and it's so busy, and there's so much to do. Put it first. The reality is that you can make it without the things that are stressing you out. But you can't make it without Jesus. You gotta put Jesus first. Before your job, before your desires, before your dreams. Put Jesus first. When you wake up, put it first. When you're tired, put it first. We've got so much going on, and it's so busy, and there's so much to do. Put it first. The reality is that you can make it without the things that are stressing you out. But you can't make it without Jesus. You gotta put Jesus first. Before your job, before your desires, before your dreams.
Situated. Okay, my speaker is much better though. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, Google. Bluetooth on. Okay,
This
Google.
device is already
Okay, Google, connect Bluetooth.
This device is already connected to Earl's iPhone. You can ask me to disconnect it.
All right, I think we're in business. We're in business. All right. All right, we are good. Yeah, man. Let me see. Can you see my video?
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see me? Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Okay. Good. Okay.
We're back. Okay. All right, sounds good. If you could come a little closer, that would be super dope. Yep.
Let me kind of see if I can situate it a little bit better.
Yep. the social media, man, you just gotta, be mindful of that.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, man. So let me jump right into it. So the people that follow me know that what I'm trying to help others get involved with is to learning the foundational steps of wholesaling. Because wholesaling allows you to level up really quickly with having a whole lot of money at your disposal.
Agreed.
But then there's others that want to jump into the real estate game a little faster, and they want to leverage credit. And that's why I wanted to bring you on to the platform so you can speak more about that world.
Okay. On leverage
So,
credit?
yep. So talk to our folks that maybe have great credit on what they should do to jump into this game, and then go to the opposite end, folks that are needing to rebuild their credit, what they can do to jump into the game.
Okay. So I'll start with the leveraging credit. As far as real estate, it's quite there's so many ways. That's why I kind of love the game of real estate. There's so many ways to get into real estate. But the key thing is having a good credit. That's one of the main things. So two ways that I would say to get in. One, if you don't have a good credit, I'll go that way. You can leverage it by you can get a credit partner. Somebody that has good credit, and you can leverage their credit to get the interest rate that you want. That right now, this is very low, 2.5. Lowest they've been in a while. It's great. So right now, it's time to buy homes in areas that got good development. But one way you could do is you can leverage, you can get a credit partner.
Okay, so what does that look like, getting a credit partner?
So what that looks like is finding somebody that they may either have credit or have funding, and then working out a deal with them. So say for instance, if you have say you have a home,
Okay.
or say you see a nice property that's in distress. Okay.
Right. We love the stress over here.
Yeah.
The more the stress, the better.
Yes. The more stress, the better.
All right.
They have a credit partner, or sometimes private lenders, they can work with you guys. But also credit partner, you will be able to have a credit partner acquire the house for interest rate for a certain amount of time, and then you work out a deal where maybe you pay you may pay $1,000 or maybe $1,000, $15,000, $1,500. This is if you don't have no money, no skin in the game. It's like, okay, I know somebody has good credit, or has the funding. Maybe I can, your point is to show value, what you can do to make profit. So they acquire the property.
Okay.
Write up a contract. It's called arbitration contract. So you allow them to pay them a monthly fee. You have control aspect of the property.
Okay. So in terms of title, your credit partner is taking title. But you have a document which is where you're agreeing to pay them so much a month. Is that accurate?
Yes. You agree to pay them so much a month in detail.
Okay.
Document once you pay them, so it your obligation to the contract, you acquire the property.
I got you.
Not really putting too much money into it, spending a lot of money, but after, about 5 to 10 years, you acquire the property. Or less. And then also, the credit partner, he still makes money off the property, period, regardless of the fact, after he can live look at the property and he acquires it.
Okay. And so there's a couple questions that are great questions to have is, how do you structure the agreement? Do you have to find an attorney that already has done deals like this, or do you have a partner that gives you the paperwork so that your credit partner and yourself have the terms laid out and everybody's on the same page?
Well, yeah, with that, you probably, if you can't find, if you already or looking to the game, they have different places you can go and have an attorney if they want to know 200 to 250 minimum, to look over your paperwork. Particularly going to real estate attorneys that specialize in real estate. Speak with them, let them know what you're trying to do, what you're looking for, Make sure you talk with your partner and discuss those terms. You guys take this to court and look over what they said in detail, right? What happened? What's the repercussions if this doesn't happen? What happens? What happens if this happens and if this doesn't happen? That way, it can cover all bases of the agreement, so that everybody's happy and satisfied. At the end of this, I require me a property that I can do what I need to do. My credit partner paid off. He made his money and some. He ran off the property. So when we structured our deal, as you know, in the real estate space, deals is making great deals is what it's all about. And if you have somebody that you know personally, I would say go there first. If not, then how you structure the deal. There's so many different ways to do it. I don't know if we have the time and we got into that, but it's a lot of different ways.
Okay. So now, what's the ideal of real estate strategy to kind of leverage what you're sharing? Would it be more of a property, a pretty property with say high equity, or are we talking about I think you said before maybe a property that's distressed? What type of property should an investor be looking for?
Definitely always looking for distressed property.
Okay.
Not the easiest, but when I go in to look for I look for like solve problems.
Solving problems, right.
So if I see a property that grass is to the ceiling, 6 feet tall like a jungle, or boarded up, or windows bashed out, cars just sitting back here in the driveway or in the in the back of it, flat, busted up, rusted. I want to get a hold of this owner. I want to see what's going on with the owner. You have a case where some owners may just be out of state. Some owners that may just be tired of the landlord. You may have some owners that just don't want to put no more money into the property or don't keep the value of it. So I try to look at those properties and then use my credit, you have a good credit score, you know, you can kind of come out of cash. Of course, you have a business, you use your business credit.
So when things don't work out, it's because they are working out better than I could even imagine. You know, when it doesn't go the way that I plan on it.
You know, you purchase the business credit, and you probably got to put about, you know.
We find whoever launched a milkshake at me while driving.
You're in the neighborhood for a house for about 100, 450.
Gotcha.
You got it for 30. Okay. So made a good 70 grand off the investment, off leverage and using your credit.
Okay.
And not when it comes to real estate and stuff, mainly any type of investment you want to tap into. Because if you have it, you know, the power that you can, if you know what to do with it by having it, you can do so much. You know, that's in any industry. That goes into trucking, it goes into real estate, and it goes into to starting multiple businesses, starting holding companies, startup. You know, it's a major key.
Right. So let's jump to the other side because we're short on time, and I want to get as much out of this interview as possible. Okay. Say you don't have a quote unquote credit partner.
Okay.
What's your steps then?
Okay, if you don't have a credit partner. Okay, if you don't have a credit partner, they have the government has different laws, FHA loans. They have a few other laws that you could possibly use. But for credit, with a median credit score of at least 580 can get you out. So you can either go that route, or you could go and fix your credit, get it to at least 580, and apply for the loans again, or if not, also if you have a business, use a business line of credit.
Okay.
Or if you have a house, you can tap into your home equity, and you tap into that line of credit to also purchase a home.
Say more about that, because a lot of guys that are getting into this game, they're striving. Their goal is putting an LLC together and creating that business credit. That's actually a second question. But before we get to that second question, talk about how they can leverage equity in their home as a means of jump-starting that process.
Okay. So yeah. So you already have a home that you're purchasing. So every time you make payments into that property, you start building equity.
Yep.
I believe after 3 years, you can start putting into that. It's either 3 to 5, you can start tapping into that. I would suggest that after at least 5 years, tap into that. But within that time, depending on what you put in, what your home is worth, you can tap into you can take out a loan out your house for what you put into it and what it's worth. You take a loan out from your house.
And what are we talking about? What kind of interest rate?
With an interest rate of about it's about 4 to 6%.
4 to 6%. Okay.
4 to 6% interest rate.
Okay.
That's about around the average. You know, if you got credit, for the most part, we work on that. So if you have, your credit's around, what I'm saying, about 600, 650 and a little bit above. You
Mhm.
get somewhere around those numbers. Below, I think the high is about 8 to 10%, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Somewhere around there, But you can get it. And you can apply with different mortgage companies. You can go and look and see, different mortgage companies have different rates. So you can go and check online and see what's best fits your situation. And,
Mhm.
depending on your credit score, what you have going on in the circumstances, you can see what's best for you. And then once you get that situated, you can put out a loan out the home equity. You can use that money
Mhm.
to invest and to buy either another home. Right now Airbnb is popping. Right now you can take that money and invest into a home.
Yes, sir. Airbnb is popping. You're right.
Yes, so you can find a good property. Depending on what kind of property you got, you can put that money out and put it towards a home, build it up, and set that as an Airbnb.
Correct.
So or you can use that money and depending on your circumstances, you have a family or you could possibly rent your own home out as an Airbnb and use that money to get your own house and to possibly have money coming from that house that you left. Use that money from there to build up on top of you, possibly spend how much money you got to possibly buy another house to invest in. Put a little money into where you can start that at Airbnb. And now you got Airbnb business off your home equity. Now you have this one house bring you $1,000 a month.
Mhm.
You jump to this distressed property that you found, stayed in there, built it up. Let's just get some numbers for the audience. So let's say you take out, you got an equity loan of about 75 grand.
Okay, we got the equity loan, 75 grand. Okay.
You got 75 grand, you put out the house for a loan. Your house is up apart. You say, okay, if it's just you and maybe your wife or significant other, let's say y'all move out of that space. Y'all rent that space out, Airbnb for a good, let's say $150 a day. $150 a day. You got a good area with a good space. You can definitely get that money going in real fast and consistent.
Right.
On 150 a day, so you got that. Now you got about somewhere around, about 750, about 750 a week coming in off this particular property. For Airbnb. 750 a week. You got that's about 1,500. You got about $3,000 off this property.
Mhm.
$3,000 a month off this particular property coming in, and then so that's off the 75 grand. So you buy another property, you stay in, live in. Possibly if you can find a multi-family, works a lot better. Find a multi-family, buy for about 35. Now you got about somewhere about 30 and change left over.
Okay.
30 and change. So now you have this property. You put about you probably got to put about 10 to 15 in. Now you got about close to 20, 25, somewhere around left over. You rent another room out. You buy like a water station, like for about 3 rooms, you rent the other 2 out. You stay in 1 room, rent out 2 for about somewhere around 300 a month. That's another 600. That's 600 a month. And not a probably 10 foot though.
Right.
At $3,000 a month. This is paying $600 a month now you got 36 grand coming in, plus now you still got about 20 grand left over.
Okay.
So now look at the cash flow that you got coming in now. You can take that. By that time, if you working on credit, you still got some credit, you're actually able to get a loan from the bank to increase your buying power. And now you can buy another house. Now you got 2 or 3 houses already bringing in property, bringing in cash flow.
Right.
3-4 grand a month. All 35 grand. And you still got money left over.
Right. So Jearrod, let me summarize this really quickly for the people who are just joining us. So far we've talked about finding a credit partner, someone that will go in on a deal with you, and we talked about varying interest rates y'all can negotiate. We talked about leveraging the equity that you might have in your own property in order to get in the game. And in the last 10 minutes, I really want you to drill down on 2 more items. Those that have their LLC and they're trying to develop their business credit, what does that path look like? And then the last thing, which I think is super dope, because I know you have children and I do as well, from a generational wealth piece, what do we need to do as African, brown and black entrepreneurs to instill that same spirit in our kids? So I don't know which direction you want to go in first.
Okay.
But we have about 10 minutes. We have about 10 minutes. We have a hard stop.
Okay, so real quick. Okay, so first to have an LLC, I would just say develop a business credit. Start working on that. Once you start your LLC, start working on building business credit. As soon as you start getting the ground running, start getting some of these different there's so many different places you can start with, such as like Shoe Line. If you got a retail or shirt business, you go into Shirtsy, Ranger, and also get you a business gas card. So you can save on your expenses or get on a lot of different trips and
a business gas card?
Yeah, gas card. It helps you write off a lot of mileage and stuff in your vehicle when you're doing business. So you want to always have those. You want to have your gas card that you can use. One thing to start your expenses, start your business. And there's multiple ways to tap into that. And my team and myself, we help our clients get into that. But that's me. If they have no direction, well, know where to start, or may have some type of obstacle in their way, we are here to help. I'll say that. And then as far as building that entrepreneurial tour and that generational wealth for the kids, I would say right now, like what I did for my baby, I started putting my babies on my credit card to authorize use. I get the credit card, they can use it.
Right.
So they can use my credit, and that's my credit, to build their own personal credit. Also, another key component is that people didn't know. Credit card. Not just personal, in business credit, people can tap in as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Take note of. But yeah, put your kids on that. I know a lot of people in stocks or in the stock market. And also, there's a thing called AMG or AMG. It's a thing for minors where you can start and you can start like a little fund where you can start with your kids stock. You start getting new stocks and start having them there ready when they're of age where you